My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
This might be a video by itself now. Alright, so there's Richard Eden. This is Bouzy who retweeted that and created that thread. Okay, Richard Eden seems to imply that their month-long attack on me were unrelated to racism and suggested I, quote, shut up. Yes, it was rooted in racism, and no, I will not shut up. When faced with disinformation or bogus videos, I will leverage my platform to educate others. Okay, 33 seconds. Let's listen to this.
Video and all
My
this
question
sort of
is,
stuff.
who's got time to spend worrying, to spend analysing that kind of stuff?
Well, in a way, it's sort of his job because he's this he's got this firm that kind of analyses all this stuff, but he's been really pushing it, and lots of the stuff he's said and in the past is unpleasant. You know, it's personal.
Oh.
And then I think often he claims racism because he's black, and he's often says, "Oh, you're out to get me because I'm black," or whatever. You just think, shut up, you're just a very annoying man.
I think he...
Well, you should have leave him alone. You should have leave him alone. This is what happened with these people. My goodness, they love to start, but when there's the pushback, they don't like it. This is why I always say, in order for them to understand it, they have to experience it, because it seems like when people tell them very nicely, you know, whatever the pushback might be, they don't care. They find it fun when you going through some stuff. I mean, I'm sorry he's going through it, but you should leave the guy alone. Nobody liked this type of treatment. But if you started it, and that's between Bouzy, because I don't know how Bouzy felt of what's this guy named Richard Eden had done to him or put out there. So he's protecting his well-being. So if if Bouzy can uncover the truth and he specializes in that, by all means, do that. He needs to put his credibility out there and defend himself. That's the word, to defend himself. So you can tell him, you start something and you tell him to shut up. What is that? Okay, let's see here. In each article the Daily Mail published, they tried to associate me with Harry and Meghan, casting me as an irrational conspiracy theorist who trolled Kate. Oh, and also, let's not forget, Bouzy came out, how did that came? It was to something, and then he decided to do a research about it, and that's how we came about Bouzy. If you go on PYTE, usually videos that has him, I put his image in a circle version, and there he changed his how do you call this, his ID, but anyway, I was thinking of something, but never mind, let's continue with that. So in each article the Daily Mail published, they tried to associate me with Harry and Meghan, casting me as an irrational conspiracy theorist who trolled Kate. They want to undermine Harry and Meghan's brand. However, this tactic has not succeeded, and I will outline why. Alright, let's see here. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's supporter joins, and Kate Middleton conspiracy theorist tech CEO Christopher Bouzy, who appear in Sussex's Netflix doc, claim Kate hasn't been seen in public. So that's a recent one, March 20th. So they keep on mentioning his name. So what do you expect him to do? What? You started it? Oh my God. And when we came across him, it's because the negativity, the same way I was reading those negativity about Harry and Meghan, and I look deeper into it, and I find this BS. And I think that's what attracted him. And then it's true that the squad came across him. I might have the very first video when we came across him, because I remember highlighting a couple videos about him. Okay, where his the squad were talking back and forth or something like that, or some tweet. Okay, Prince and they did a group chat or something like that on Twitter. They were talking about the headlines and stuff like that. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle supporter doubled down on Kate Middleton conspiracy theories. Tech CEO Christopher Bouzy, who appeared in Sussex's Netflix. Am I reading the same thing? Okay, March 22. Different date. The first one was the 20th. Okay, the 20th. But they keep on mentioning his name. Okay, where's that here? 23. Prince Harry and Meghan. There's Bouzy again. But why they keep on mentioning his name? What else? Okay, Kate conspiracy, propaganda. Where's his name here? Okay, theories continue. Okay, theories continue as Harry and Meghan ally claim photos were fake and accuse the palace of North Korean propaganda. That was one of those AP people who said that. I don't know. While doctor claims Princess of Wales cancer diagnosis does not make medical sense. That was from CNN. It was the doctor from CNN who said that. So that was the 24th. And then now we're seeing that the video may not be reasonable. Okay, prior to Amber Heard and Meghan Markle, my reputation was already established among researchers and journalists globally. I have worked with every major news outlet in the United States, on and off the record. I have lost count of numbers of journalists I have worked with. Okay, let's see here. Fake Facebook account online lies multiple and hours after Santa Fe school shooting. Okay, so he works with, so I guess this is someone he worked with before. That was in 2018. Did they mention his name? No, they did not. So maybe it was him who helped discover that multiple fake Facebook account. I'm suggesting. I don't see his name there, but he put it there. Okay, trolls and bots move fast to politicize Texas school shooting on social media. Okay, I'm assuming again. Okay, I don't see his name here, so he probably worked with this person back in 2018. Okay, social media bots pose threat ahead of 2020. Okay, Mitch McConnell, Kentucky. Okay, I'm just screaming to it because it will take me forever. I don't see his name. If his name is there, I don't know. So I'm assuming again, these are some people he worked with. Okay, troll bot swarm Twitter with attack on climate science ahead of UN summit. Okay, a new tool is tracking automated and otherwise questionable social media accounts as they sell disinformation, discord, and division. Climate change is a target. Again, that could be someone he worked with, because he did say he lost count with many journalists. Okay, lost count a number of journalists I have worked with. So I'm assuming these are few journalists he worked with. Okay, even though folks on Twitter approach my company expressing interest and collaborating, the people who have worked with me, I bring copious amount of data to substantiate my claim. Therefore, if I say something is fake, I rely on technology method to prove it. Go on video 1 of April 1st video. That's where I had that, where I went on Spottable to read his thread regarding what he's mentioning here. Okay, so there's that. I'm not gonna read all of it. You could pause and read it. Okay, so let's see here. Tom Leonard, peace married. Okay, Tom Leonard, okay, so that's something else. He just took the screenshot of that. Let's focus on that. No, it's the same. Okay, Tom Leonard Peace, marred by inaccuracies and a mix of thinly vile and salt and irrelevant details, clearly had racial undertone. Why mention the neighborhood I live in as if where I live has any bearing on my ability to determine if a video is bogus or not? What was it? I just thought of something and I forgot, because I think they thought of him as just regular person who doesn't know anything about tech kind of thing. It was another attack that they went after him personally when he first came into the Harry and Meghan kind of thing, looking into the accounts that were, spreading misinformation. create one person create multiple accounts to do the stupidity. I believe, if my memory served me well, it was to one of the squad's comment. Okay, and then he responded to it. He was just like any other person, and then I guess the way he responded to that tweet, one of the bots came after him personally, and then that's when he went back and answered the person, and then that's where all of this, I believe, if my memory served me well, that's how it all started with Bouzy, and then it came to the squad periphery. Okay, I didn't know about Bouzy before. Alright, little known, before he was picked up by Team Sussex, he is hardly a king of Silicon Valley. He lives in a workaday town in New Jersey. Why did they put it? Oh my God. Alright, so this is what he's saying here. Why, where he lives has anything to do with what he's doing in terms of work. Why? Okay, I've grown accustomed to unremarkable white men who have not accomplished much in life, doubting my experience and demeaning my achievement. Therefore, I found old photo of Tom from 1998 and 2007 to demonstrate my abilities. Tom was in the background, oh my God, of each photo. What the hell? What? That's him? Did he do plastic surgery? What? I don't know about that. Who the hell is that? Oh, in the background. I keep on looking and for. Who's Tom? Tom who? Oh, so what the hell? So this is the thing he did here. I think it's some sort of Amazon tool. Compare faces to see how closely they match based on a similarity percentage. Okay, similarity 99.9. Who is that? Okay, so they use a different angle. Similarity 98.1. What in the name? So he's saying he could respond to whatever he claimed. He could do it based on digital aspect of thing. Okay, let's see here. If I can locate an obscure tabloid writer most people have never heard of in decades, old photos where he is in the background, then I can accurately determine if a woman in a video is clearly Kate Middleton or not. To pretend the woman in the video is Kate is Q1 level stuff. Like I said, this I went over it on video 1 yesterday, April 1st. Compare faces. There's the same thing Bouzy used to match the TMZ video with Kate. Alright, so these, they don't match. Alright, I don't even think both of them are her. I don't know, but let's see here. There's that here, there's Kate, and there's that person in the video. There's another one here. There's that. Okay, it's same person, probability low. What else? There's that. Alright, is it finished? Is the thread done? Okay, trying to paint me as some inexperienced, irrational conspiracy theorist will backfire spectacularly because I have more receipt than CBS. Oh my God. And when the form video is officially discovered to be a hoax, what is left of your credibility will evaporate. Oh, that's the... Never mind. Bad Sentinel thing here. I thought it was something else. Okay, in closing, questioning a video published by a dubious tabloid agency isn't trolling Kate Middleton. One can wish Kate a speedy recovery while questioning the validity of the form video. Kate's cancer diagnosis doesn't give tabloid blanket immunity from disclosing the truth. Okay, I have written 3 threads outlining why I'm confident the form video is a hoax. Okay, so there's that here, hoax. Alright, the British media is basically doing a proof of concept of a disinformation campaign. After weeks of obvious lies, they are attacking anyone pushing back against the lies and using a diagnosis to deflect from the fact that taxpayers funded public figures are lying. There's that here, that's something different. They are intentionally trying to conflate the cancer diagnosis with legitimate questions regarding fake and or heavily manipulated media that they put out. This is too silent criticism, notwithstanding the fact that KP started this BS. Not one person asked for a mother's not one person asked for a Mother's Day photo. Like, that's what I was saying. They're the one who started. Richard get dog food from Kid Brothers gym. Okay, how ironic is that these three people whose job is to speculate on royal happening without substance or trying to drag someone who analyze data. There's a laugh here. Richard Eden doesn't know what he's talking about. This man can't even get simple facts straight. Okay, he needs to take his own advice. Support you all the way. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. I knew this tweet should have come after the other one that I was reading. I put it in the wrong order. So next tweet. This video might have two parts. I'm already an hour. Royalists are really having a difficult time on this street. They are the only ones who know the royal family personally, like they are their own family. Oh, and don't call them peasants. They'll block you. I don't even need to go and follow them at all. Okay, this woman is a verb, there's the word here, posting something like this as if she personally knows the royal family and has the right to speak about them. There are all different kinds of cancer and its various treatment hits people differently. Also, she is the one who calls the people peasant. Alright, marionette of Photoshop. Cancer-stricken King Charles at 78 years old is out there shaking hands with peasant, but the 42-year-old heir and his wife are nowhere to be seen. Then they say she'll be making her grand reappearing. It's a small thread. There's a laugh here. I love calling the peasant. Okay, I noticed that with the royalists, they do act just as entitled and pompous as the royal family. There's that here. They'll block us if we call them peasant. Oh no. So in a place with a monarchy, what do they call them? Alright, so many peasants. It's a genuine question though. Why isn't William there with his kids, especially since Kate is ill? Alright, so that's that. Let's move on to the next one. Royal Rat. Okay, it's already 6:15. There's this here. Desperate times. Now they are restoring to threats. The reality is Prince Harry has never said he was coming to the UK and May and Invictus Game can be celebrated anywhere in the world. Oh, if I knew this was about that when I was doing the other one, I could have put that there. Alright, Prince Harry is set to return to UK in a matter of weeks. Exclusive, Prince Harry will have some explaining to do if he doesn't return to the UK in May. The UK will be hosting a special celebration next month for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Game, and Prince Harry is due to speak at a special service at the event. You know, the same way he did for Diana Award, where he appeared in a video, talked to the recipients, the winners. He could do the same thing. Oh my goodness. But the thing is that this is just a front to get his body in the UK. First, the brother was upset that he was creating the Invictus and he didn't come to him first. When Harry wanted to create it, he went straight to the board members. Okay? So once the brother found out he's creating that, the brother was upset. And then second, the Netherlands Invictus. One thing I highlighted during that time of the Invictus, and I said the UK is not even coming to like cheer for the players, the participant. It was at the end. Some guy, I don't know, with something of defense, I believe. Okay, he came and said something in a video. Okay, that was the only time. But for the Germany Invictus, they did try. Okay, I give credit where credit is due. They show some videos and whatever. I share it on our part of pure service. But they really don't care about Harry that much. Harry could do the thing. Okay, they want to do the service. Bring the vets. Bring the vets, and Harry could do this thing on a screen or something like that. Okay, I'm not sure why they are having a 10-year anniversary for IG in England. Maybe this is just for the English team. I think just doing a thank you. This is what I was saying. Just doing a Zoom video on a large screen will work fine. Yeah, just riding on the coattail of IG, in my opinion. Okay, I don't. And then the thing is that if he is there, okay, people will be talking about the UK and all of that. But there's so many negativity going out of the UK. They want something different. The only person who could do that is Harry. Okay, I don't remember an official announcement from Invictus Games Foundation of any planned 10-year anniversary event to be held in May and UK, I may have missed it. I didn't see anything. He could go to a Commonwealth country and do that. Guess where? Canada. Alright, so there's this here. There has been no announcement about an event from the foundation itself. The British media has completely made it up and has running reports about a possible 10th anniversary event for 2 years now. They're the only one talking about it. Nor have I. And I've looked, seem to have been started by the Daily Express, the group that he's suing. Yeah, they want his body over there. Alright, notice they said the UK is holding the 10th anniversary service, not the Invictus Games Foundation. That's that. Is this 10th celebration sponsored by IGF, the Invictus Games Foundation, or by somebody in the UK with a vested interest in luring the Sussexes into a visit that they can gossip about for the next year? Yeah, that's pretty much that. Right now, the Derangers ones are reduced to analyzing 4- and 5-year-old video for content. Okay, how are they obsessed with the spare? Harry will do what he needs to do and what is right to do. He always does. If Harry had been in William's shoes since Christmas, he would have had stopped working once to look after his father as best as he could. That's the difference between Harry and William, and the king knows that. Alright, next tweet. Okay, so there's that here. Let's pause. A potentially immunocompromised man allegedly getting treatment for cancer is out and about, shaking hands and interacting with the public without mask or protective gear. Hey, that tells you there's nothing wrong. I mean, I said it the first time and then I put my allegedly, but my sense was saying I don't think so. But eventually everybody will die, so if something happened, I don't know. I don't think it's cancer, but whatever. The fact that no one questioned it shows how easily the plebs are conditioned to believe whatever they told. Yep. Right there. The royal PR problem is because none of their math is mathing. None of it. They want us to believe Kate was skipping at the farmer's market but can't walk to church. Charles has chemo and needs very few people in the church, but shook hand with public unmasked. Math and mathing. Alright, after this, that's it. Let me read bottom up. What is that? Okay, so that's an ad. I just wrote the same thing just before I saw your comment. It is baffling that he is out unmasked and shaking hands. How is that normal for a cancer patient? His claim look increasingly dubious. And the thing is that you're gonna see next time. If he come out with masks and gloves and all of that, that's because they read this comment. Okay, in 1978, Reverend Jim Jones led his followers to drink poison Kool-Aid. Fast forward 2024. The difference between Reverend Jones' Kool-Aid and the British media is that their Kool-Aid doesn't eliminate humans. It weakens their ability to be critical thinkers and they become believers instead. The US, the same thing was happening to the US too. This all happened gradually. I came across where, they're removing closing libraries in the UK. A lot of things, not teaching certain things in school. So they remove the things that could make people critical thinkers and they put BS. Those nonsense, non-stop of tabloid headlines, the squirrels to make people looking at other way to look at what they're doing, so they become immune to it. And this is why I said in some the comments, there's some Brits who watch my videos and say, oh, they don't even pay them any mind or whatever. Sometimes you have to do is almost like chewing gum and walk at the same time. I'm not into politics all the time, but when I do look, occasionally I look to see what's happening, who's running in my areas to inform myself. When I don't know who these people are, either I Google or there's one person I know, I will first contact the wife. The wife, I'm not close with any of them, the wife or the husband, but it's when my kids were younger, they used to hang out in the park. So I will contact the wife first and said, oh, I would like to ask your husband this question, so they don't think anything, because a different sex is talking to another opposite sex. I don't want the wife to think anything, so I will send my question to the wife first and she will tell me, just ask my husband. She's okay with it, but I like to go to the wife first, no matter what. You don't know how many times she told me, go ask the husband. I don't need to ask her. I ask her anyway. Okay, because I do not want her to think anything, and I have no interest in the guy as well too, but it's just for information purposes. He's a lawyer, he's very good at these things, and I believe he was trying to run for something. I don't know if he won, because I know I did vote for him because he's a family man and thing like that. But anyway, so for the UK, you need to pay attention. I don't know, I can tell you what to do, but do as you wish. That's not my tax money going to them. Okay, I think I read this. Did I? The royal PR problem is because none of their math is mathing. Yes, I did. So let's go to the next tweet. Like I said, this video might turn into 2. So be on the lookout for part 1. When I'm editing, I just cut it. Okay. A country full of starving children and parents who can barely cover living costs, let alone afford hospital treatment, but sure, let's make Easter primarily about the privileged royal family. This archbishop is political operative, no churchman. Then I do a small little background. He was doing, before he became a priest, he was doing things for oil company. He worked somewhere in France, a company in France and all of that. So, I don't know. Let me just leave it as that. I don't know. Archbishop of Canterbury, Easter message referred to Kate and King Charles. I mean, it's okay. Yes, if they're truly sick, fine. But the type of people he's defending sometimes, I question his, I don't know, his spiritual kind of a person. Okay, Archbishop of Canterbury, Easter message referred to Kate and King Charles. Again, that's fine. If these people said they have cancer, it's okay to pray. I'm not going to question it, but what did he say about that? Alright, the thing about him protecting a pedophile and instead of, talking and for the sake of the children, but he goes for the perpetrator. There was something else. He's done so many things now that I don't know, there's no respect here. Alright, so let me read these two. This is an ad. I stopped attending Church of England services after a few years for several reasons. Amongst others, lack of inclusion, blatant prejudices, and not feeling accepted as a foreigner. But we were asked to pray for the royal family every Sunday. I attended 3 different churches in 9 years. In one video I was saying, we are Catholic and I want my kids to do all of their sacraments. Okay, and the church until to the point where I got up to. Okay, so when they get older, if they decided to get married and the church, okay, they need to do those sacraments. At least these are out of the way while they're young. If later on they decided to be a different religion, guess what? I'm fine with it. Okay, religion to be a thing to somewhat make you look forward to check your decision when you're making your decision making. All right, to good versus bad and everything. Religion is about to do good, compassion, understanding, all of this. But these people, they hijack every freaking religion. They hijack it and turn it into something else. All right, so there's me here. Here's a baggage for the true God. Okay, it's purposely made true God. I don't know which God he's praying to, but the true God that I believe in, that always helped me. All right, so there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. There's more comment, but I'm moving on. There's that here. Wait, so Camilla's bitter ass nixed Consort and goes by just Queen now, just like that. See, royalties rules are so silly. But utter the word Princess Meghan and watch hordes of unmoisturized lagoon creatures bark on, citing royal hierarchies and other made-up mandates. All right, so my comment is somewhere here. Okay, so there's my comment here. Let's read bottom up. Okay, that was also true and funny. Okay, I don't know. The UK seems to always sided with trash when it's time to make important decision. Prince Philip, who outranked Queen Elizabeth II, they then gave him the title of king. This one, who hops onto bed with a married man and took the man away from his first wife, gets queen title. But peasants are okay. All right, so there's all of this. You could pause and read. Regarding Prince Philip, he was supposed to, royal family and all of that. Okay, so there's all of that. Title maybe outrank Queen Elizabeth. Okay, and this is okay. There's like about 47 rows. I just picked these. Okay, some of his honors of different countries and all of that. Okay, so there's this here. This is the most important here. And recordings she made for author Andrew Norton's Diana. Her true story, Princess Diana recalled calling Camilla out for her affair with Charles. Quote, I was terrified of her. I said, quote, I know what's going on between you and Charles and just want you to know that. Diana recalled. Okay, that's when she went to the party and looked for her and all of that. Everybody was shocked. Okay, I have the audio of it.
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to Camilla for the first time. I think phew, got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away and I suddenly noticed there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me. So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I'm just going to find my husband. I go downstairs and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down, joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. And I said to the two men, okay boys, I'll just have a quick word with Camilla and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles. And I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you? No, I didn't.
Where Princess Diana was recounting that. And I also have the bodyguard who was recounting that. I've shared it in other videos as well.
When you saw her, which is mentioned in the documentary, when you saw her confront Camilla, were you surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised. This was the occasion of Camilla's sister's birthday. And she and the Prince of Wales went to this party, which to me was slightly surprising because Diana must have known this was going to be a difficult one, knowing that Camilla would be there. But that wasn't for me to say. I did my bit, we arrived. And I'll never forget it because when Diana arrived at this house and this party, I don't think even the guests themselves were expecting Diana to be there. And it was like freeze framing a picture from a period piece of history, people dressed in their black tie and dresses, and suddenly this was a complete shock that Diana had arrived. But anyway, some hour later, I heard my voice being shouted out. I was having something to eat in the kitchen. And Diana said, I can't find my husband or Camilla. And I said, well, what do you want me to do about that? Well, she did say, I want you to come with me. But anyway, we eventually confronted Giles and Camilla, who were sat on a sofa talking somewhere else in the house. And Diana, remarkably calm, said to Camilla, look, don't treat me like an idiot. I know what's going on. And at that point, Camilla said something really strange, which, as I said in the film, never really understood it. She said, it's okay for you. You've got two wonderful boys. Now, I knew at this particular point, any chance of any reconciliation here was seriously out of the question. And as I say in the film, that this was then the real beginning of the end, because at that point, Diana, post the separation, began a solo career in Paris, in Pakistan, working in a way that I'd not seen her for some time, really upbeat, really extraordinarily upbeat. I think because at that point now she realized that there was no chance of reconciliation. There was only one direction, and that was divorce. I think the reason why the interest is still there is because that, during her very short reign, Diana made such an impact on royal life because she was so different. She was very media savvy. There wasn't a day, I don't recall.
None of the unmoisturized give a damn about royal styling until you call the millennial wife of the prince, Princess Meghan. I'm still waiting for the Max Foster of CNN to do a special to tell us why technically Camilla isn't queen and KK isn't princess first name. Okay, Dr. Cassidy. Alright, so that's the, oh, there's more. Not the Ashy Lagoon monster. I don't make the rules, lol. Okay, no queen consort, a style as Her Majesty Queen first name, consort, the rank. Okay, so that's the other thing. Let's move on. You always have them making excuse. All I have to say is they didn't even want to call, oh, what did I do here? Oh, I forgot the H. They didn't even want to call Prince Philip, who was outranked Queen Elizabeth. Okay, he could still stay within the same position, but they didn't give him that title. All right, next tweet. This argument makes them a weak nation if they have to depend on royals to make the UK great. Harry and Meghan are the only royals that has the attentions of the world. Their projects, Invictus and Archetype, bring real value. The others are only known by association. Okay, let's see here. This is a small thread. Okay, by association. So not sure getting rid of the royal family will create a vacuum. Some will argue the converse is true. Okay, so we treat that from GB News. Nana Akua. Is it this woman? Maybe I'm wrong. Never mind. This sounds familiar. Getting rid of the royal family will create a vacuum. God knows what will fill in. The world is captivated by our working royals. Not really. They are, as a matter of fact, they're painting the UK in a negative way with all the nonsense that's coming out of there. Like one of the comments that I just read here. Every decision they make is stupid decision. The nasty one, the negative one. The world is captivated by our working royals. They are one of the last remaining traditions in the country and one of the last thing we have left that put the great in Great Britain. I don't know. Say what now? Vacuum? How? When there is no more British Empire, just Salty Island. Okay, I don't understand why can't brilliant smart citizen fill the vacuum. This lot put the comment in Commonwealth and at least a couple could come from Scunthorpe. Okay, that's an ad. There's a laugh here. Put the great sausage into Britain more like. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. And I believe this is Invictus. Oh no, that's not the same thing. Invictus. Okay, so there's that here. They're talking about Invictus. These people are really desperate and pushing to get Invictus Games back on their shore. Meanwhile, I keep praying that the UK never gets IG again. There's a laugh here. If UK can even find someone to host the Commonwealth Games, why should yet get IG? UK is undeserving of IG. Okay, 1 minute and 13 seconds. Let's listen.
Now, this is interesting. The Invictus Games could come to the UK.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I've been to a few of the Invictus Games. A fantastic achievement by Prince Harry. His program for.
Okay, so when they want something, this is them. When they want something, they will glamorize it for you. Okay? They just want it there so they could sabotage it. Okay? So the narrative right now is to convince Harry to come back to the UK. So they glamorize it and everything like that. But once it's over there, they pick up exactly where they left off. Trash him, trash him, trash him. Let's continue. I mean, these people should be ashamed of themselves. They should. Oh my Lord.
Servicemen and women, the sporting prowess of all of them is absolutely incredible. You know, it's been all over the world. We've done Sydney, The Hague, Toronto, but he could be returning to the UK. Harry's going to be here next month, in fact, for the 10-year anniversary. And wouldn't it be great if Harry could come back here? He saw his dad very recently when. Okay,
look at this. For Harry to come back. This is the goal here. For Harry to come back. That's the goal. Let me move it back slightly.
Back here, he saw his dad very recently when King Charles announced his cancer diagnosis. Whether he will come back and see his brother and his sister-in-law.
But don't the tabloid keep on saying they don't want him back? The brother doesn't want him back. And this one I truly believe, because after the Syndrome Summit, I truly believe that with the Simon case thing. So why, oh my God, why will Harry put himself in front of someone who doesn't want to see him? What kind of thing is that?
Is something to remain to be seen, I think. However, from people I'm speaking to, Harry does kind of want some sort of interaction with the family. Whether he's going to get an apology for things that have gone on in the past, I'm not too sure. But it would be nice if there was that sort of meeting. And to get Invictus back over in these shores.
No, it'd be fantastic. And then the big question would be, will Meghan come
well,
as well?
Big huge question. But
why would she do that?
Going to be here next month. Let's maybe get that one out the way,
Baby
and
steps.
then we'll look towards the future. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. It was great to see you yesterday. You too. Good to see you, Russell. And just
These people are pathetic. Okay, am I missing something here? Then he lose the fight to have security for himself and his family. Why will he come back, especially after the British crowd when they left? Alright, so that's my comment here. The UK loves all finished products for them to destroy. Anything nice and decent, they reject them. Just look at their history around the world. There's that here. The royal family, the UK press, and its government are really so disgusting and shameless. After years of denying Harry security in a home on UK soil, after years of not sending greetings or goodwill to the UK veterans, taking part in Invictus. Okay, I said that. Okay, they now want to cloud chase Harry's games because there's so many negative things that's going out of the UK. So they want something positive to come out of the UK if the Invictus go over there. But the thing is that they're so savage, their inner core is savagery every chance that they get. So if they come over there, they're just gonna pick up exactly where they left off and start trashing him again. When people show you who they are, believe them. That's for sure. Biblical story with Moses and Pharaoh promises Moses he could live with his people in peace, then broke his promise and chased them down with his soldiers. Evil perished in the sea. It might be tempting for Meghan and Harry to go to the UK, but it's risky. But what Harry and Meghan would be tempted to go over there for? They literally told them they don't want them there. Why would they be tempted to go to a place that literally rejected them? I don't understand this part here, but whatever. Let me read. There's one comment here. Okay, why in the world will it be tempting? That's what I'm saying. Why will it be tempting? They want the profit and work that Invictus will bring in Britain. We have a huge problem of homeless, etc., service people, particularly in England, that are constantly ignored by those now begging for Invictus to come here. What was it when someone, is it defense ministry or something? I could get the wrong department in the UK. Someone in position in the UK said they're spending several millions to get Invictus. It's on our part of your service. When that huge amount was disclosed, people were saying, why don't you use that money for this to help the veterans and all of that instead of trying to get the game back? If you have that money, why don't you help the veterans? Alright, so there's that here. The Invictus game was founded by Prince Harry and out of the abundance of caution for the health and safety of Harry and his family. I don't think the games should ever be in the UK again unless Harry is 110% in support of that. The UK media and the government, including the royal family, do not care about their own veteran. Thank you. Alright, this will be interesting. If UK win the bid, are they going to provide security? Are they going to tell Meghan not to come and she's not welcome in the UK? Alright, it's not just a matter. And if that decision, even though I don't think it will, but if that decision were to make, everywhere Harry goes, okay, in the UK, Meghan has to go. He's gonna meet his family. Meghan has to be there because Harry is not safe. Because if Meghan is there with them and the security too, okay, people in the US people in position of power could have a say on things. Where are they, kind of thing. All right. I mean, I'm not saying to get into family issues or whatever, but there's so many branches of this. I don't even want to bring it up. I did bring it up, but let me take it out. Okay, I read a comment from a person from the UK saying that they deserve to have the IG there because their government donated money for the creation, but they don't want Harry and Meghan to attend. They haven't. The money, pretty much, was it? Well, the Royal Foundation. the Royal Foundation was created by Harry. I know they put the other's name in, but it's Harry's idea. He give credit where, he keep on saying he doesn't remember.
But doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, do we need another charity? So, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why?
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
The Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember.
But in Spare, he said it was his idea or his creation or something. I forgot the term that he used to describe that was his idea. Okay? And this is why sometime I said this is where the Invictus was what's the term? Investment for the Royal Foundation, because they took money from the Royal Foundation, something that Harry created, okay, to start the Invictus game. And then now the Invictus game is what it is now. It's probably what's going on with the Royal Foundation. Okay, now that Harry left the Royal Foundation for them, I don't know. What did they do with it? But anyway, so it was an investment. And William, most likely, this is what happened here. When Harry wanted to create it, Harry, like I said, Harry is a very smart man. He went to the board member of the Royal Foundation to ask if he could create it. They thought that was a good idea. And the money, where did I see? They didn't spend that much to get it started. It was a small portion. Okay? So when they said yes, then that's only then he went to his brother and told his brother about it. His brother was pissed for going to the board members first. Now that the word is out to create the Invictus and all of that, his idea, okay, started from all the, oh my God, when you look at the connection of things, because they disclosed his location while he was in the in service. Now on his way back, he saw those dismembered body on the airplane with him, and now put his thinking gear. And years later, he came to the US and saw how the soldiers were motivated through sport, and then he thought that would be good for his fellow soldiers. Now, once his brother knew about this, he was pissed. What I think could have happened if, okay, big if, Harry had gone to William first. First, William will say no, he don't create it. Then he will take the idea and make it his own, and then create it. Meanwhile, I know Harry is a man of principle. He will not make a big deal out of it. I think he will just say, okay, fine, it's for the servicemen and women, that's fine, I'll help you, whatever. And that will be Harry's work still. But William will take full credit for it, because he the one who created it, just for saying it, but he will take it from Harry. Now, since Harry is the one who created it, now as he was leaving, they're taking things away from him and whatever. But Invictus is his true passion. He's like, I'm taking that with me. But anyway, so I went off. Where is it here? Let me read some and then, okay, whatever's on the screen. So that's an ad. Okay, they should keep on dreaming. Harry and Meghan aren't coming back here. Okay, I think the toxic British media know they won't get the games again, and I seriously hope they don't. Instead, when they fail, they will use it as something else to attack Harry and Meghan. We are all, and then I think if they go in the UK, not too many people will go visit, because seeing what's coming out of there, nobody will want to. Well, I'm not saying nobody, but at least I will not go. Okay, we are all hoping the UK are rejected. They don't deserve to host. Besides, we want the athletes happy, not miserable. Okay, they didn't even send a tweet to their team last year. I don't know about that, but for the Netherlands, I know they did not. They did not have any support. And I remember the squaddies of the UK who traveled to Netherlands, and I explained the story in one of my videos. I mean, I was so grateful. The UK squaddies, the little people, shared their experience with us, and it was such a blast reading their tweets, and I share them with you. It's on PYTE. At that time, did our part of service? Nope, our part of service wasn't created yet. That's my other channel that dedicated to their work. Okay, this is the problem. Another Invictus in the UK will not be a success, as the British media will find a way to rope in his brother and sister-in-law when it should be celebrated the strength and resilience of injured servicemen and women. Okay, and the thing is that Harry is involved in things, but these people, I don't know, they want to sabotage it, and his safety is not really well there. And the thing is that during the Invictus, okay, you have all those royal vats will have access to the back because it's being hosted by these people over there. So the people Harry does not want to interact with is going to have access in all of those places behind the scene and all of that. And then they could create their stupid narrative. It's not good. And every direction you look at it. Okay, I read a comment from a person. Okay, so that's the one here. Did I finish with it though? Let me read this and then that's it. I read a comment from a person from the UK saying that they deserve to have the IG there because their government donate money for the creation, but they don't want Harry and Meghan to attend. They haven't shown public support for 5 years and they believe they are owed something. Good joke. Whatever. But anyway, that's that. And let's not forget it was Harry's brother who kicked him out. So whatever. There's so many branches of this thing. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. Oh, this is the new video right now. Rejected blueprint. That's it. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to not only subscribe and like and all of that. My other channel, Our Part of Pure Service. Let me go show you. Okay, this is Our Part of Pure Service. This is where when there's anything that is being discussed in a positive way. The last tweet that I was talking about, that was discussion. But if some new announcement is happening, things like that, it will go on this channel. Alright, so I have a couple of videos. And when I do have time, I will create video of charities that Harry and Meghan are dealing with. Okay, so like for instance, there's this tweet. I have two tweets. Well Central Kitchen, I need to talk about. I posted on my community board. All right, let's go back to Twitter. This tweet, it will be on Our Part of Pure Service, but I did share the screenshot on both Our Part of Pure Service and APU Team Sussex. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better